Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to another week of KBBU Behind the Scenes. Hey, hey, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in the room. If you are watching us for the first time, we are Kingdom Builders Business University. We are a business school that does business the right way, and anything that you can think of that's related to being a business owner. What we do every Wednesday at 9:30, go ahead and set that notification button and make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you are connected with us on all platforms because everywhere at kb.michellegreen, we are coming to you every single week to make sure that you have entrepreneur tips and ideas that rejuvenate you, that get you stirring, that help you in your business life journey. That's what we do here at KBBU. So don't miss a week of KBBU. Go ahead and tell another entrepreneur right now that they need to get into this live before we get into the details of what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay? So listen, if this is your first time, go ahead and drop a little note below that this is your first time watching KBBU behind the scenes. If this is your 10th or 100th time, let us know that you are here. We want to see who is in the room tonight. Why is tonight so significant? Because let me tell you something. Over the weekend, we just had what is called the Media and Wealth Summit. That's right. The Media and Wealth Summit was fire. I tried to tell y'all that y'all needed to come out. Listen, we had such phenomenal flow, speakers. I mean, we just had an amazing, good old fashioned time. When I say we had the music, y'all, we had the people, we had the entertainment, we had the speakers, the information, the knowledge, we had the food, we had just a really good time getting to know everybody that we didn't know, getting the chance to see people that we had never seen before. As a business school, we have been in business for over, looks like about since 2018. And we have been a business in business for since I was 19. So that's over 30 plus years. We got a chance to meet some people that we never ever seen before, but that we have been doing business with for the longest. Okay. And those people, I'm talking about such lovely individuals, so kind-hearted, so generous, so kind. And I'm just trying to tell you, it was just like meeting a family member that you've never seen in person before, but you've been talking to on the phone for all your life. Okay. That was such an amazing event. Shout out to Dr. Tina J. Ramsey for partnering with KBBU, myself, to do this event. Shout out to every participant, every person that participated in helping us to make the Media and Wealth Summit everything that it was. Shout out to you, the business owner, for supporting KBBU and CTR Media Network. Shout out to everybody that has been a part of my other business, Kingdom Builders Credit Repair and Kingdom Builders Community Development Center. We are so thankful for each and every one of you. And like we said before, this was all about you. Do you know that we gave away three $200 cash apps? That's right. We sent three different people $200, one person $100, another person $300. We are talking about we gave away two TVs. We gave away cameras that were worth $200 plus. We gave away mics. We gave away books. We gave away everything that we had, y'all. Pretty much everything that we had to give away was of great value. And listen, if you were in the room and you won something, go ahead and click that link down below and let us know what you won, okay? Because we are so thankful that you have been a part of the KBBU family and the CTR Media Network family. We are so grateful that you have been in our lives. That is the actual reason why we did what we did, because we truly wanted to give back to the community of people who support us in everything that we do. So guess what we're going to be talking about tonight? As an entrepreneur, we always want to bring to the table things that we experience every single week. And in this past weekend, what thing that we experience is the entrepreneurs that became vendors at our Media and Wealth Summit. So we wanted to just give you guys some tips on for the ones who are out there that are not going to events and participating as a vendor. So, what is in the power of your presence? Turning your vendor table into a kingdom platform. When I say kingdom platform, I'm talking about a global platform. I'm talking about a platform that is all around the world. See, the people that came to the event, when I say such a great caliber of people, such kind hearted, loving, just giving, just overpouring with joy and excitement. I'm talking about the energy in the room was just phenomenal. I thank God every day for what He has done for this event. So, listen, we want to talk about to you as a business owner. When was the last time that you were in person, in the flesh, at an event where you were able to collaborate, where you were able to get a vendor table and offer your business services or products? When was the last time that you met in person? When was the last time you decided that you were going to show up, show your presence, and really begin to connect and collaborate with people on a whole nother level? When was that last time? See, all too many times, and I'm guilty of this myself, as business owners, sometimes we have been what we call, we've been familiar with that routine. We've been familiar with going to every single event. We've been familiar with, setting up our vendor tables. And some of us have never ever, since we have started our businesses, some of us have never even been to a event and been a vendor. So we don't even know what it is. So I'm going to be talking to both parties tonight. If you are that person who have been in a routine of going through this process of going to events, event after event after event after event, and you have just decided that you don't want to go to no more events because you are evented out, okay? I don't know if that's even a word, but what I know is that I was guilty of this point as well. I was guilty of deciding that, okay, I used to go to events all the time. I used to have all of my tables set up with all of my logos. My branding was on point. I had my little business cards laid out on the table, pens in my business name. So, what am I doing right now? I'm talking to the one that has never been to an event, as well as the one that has been to thousands upon thousands or hundreds of events all throughout their business life, and they are just exhausted. But see, this is what happened over the weekend at the Media and Wealth Summit. There were people who had already been to so many events, and there were people who had just became a business owner and decided to come to this event. See, you never ever know when opportunity is going to open up a door for you. So, why is it so important that you understand the power of your presence? It is because you don't know what's behind the next door of opportunity. You don't know when you go to that one event that you are like struggling to get to, that event where you are struggling. Maybe it's raining outside, maybe your car broke down, maybe there is a problem with your transportation and getting to the event, and you don't understand exactly why all of this trouble is coming, and it's so discouraging. And you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe I don't have enough business cards, maybe I don't have enough of my product to even offer, maybe I don't have a table cover to cover up my table, and the people don't offer that at the event. Maybe I don't know anybody going to this event. But the power of your presence, what you have to know, that it's always the event that you choose not to go to where your blessing is the most. I'm trying to tell you, the people who came out to the Media and Wealth Summit over the weekend, they cannot stop talking about the blessings that came from when they were set up with their vendor table, doing their thing, selling their products, selling their services, and just having a good old fashioned time of their life. I'm talking about, we had the vendors inside of the event space where we were holding the entertainment, where we were holding the information, the education. Yes, where we were holding the giveaways. Everybody in the the room had the opportunity to be able to go forward and receive from the event. So, as a business owner, I want you to really reconsider not going to that next event. I want you to really reconsider not participating in the next opportunity that could be knocking down your door to cause you to be able to go to your next level. I'm trying to tell you that, listen, y'all, you don't know when that opportunity is going to open up. You don't know when the door is going to just swing wide open. So you got to always be prepared. You got to know that there is power in your presence of being at the next event. Yes, I used to go to events all the time. I'm talking about every time somebody had something going on, I was there. Michelle had to show her face because Michelle had to expand her business. She had to get to know people. Everybody doesn't know who we are all the time, y'all. Even if you've been a business owner for a long time and you think because certain people know your name, doesn't mean that everybody knows your name. So I want you to get out of your mind and get out of your head and believing that just because you may have been popular to one group of people, you could actually go to that next event, have power in your presence of being in person, not virtual. I'm not talking about a virtual event. I'm talking about an in-person event. So you go to that next event and the opportunity for you to collaborate with the person that you've been looking for all the days of your life, the opportunity for you to be able to hire somebody, the opportunity for you to be able to bring in a volunteer or intern, somebody who knows your craft, somebody who knows your industry and is waiting for you to show up in person. That is the kind of opportunity that knocked over the weekend at the Media and Wealth Summit. Listen, we have so many people, like I said before, that had came to the event over the weekend on Saturday, October the 11th, for the Media and Wealth Summit, and they are really flourishing in their companies right now. Why? Because they step outside of their comfort zone. Whenever we prepare as a business owner to go to an event, listen, let's go down the list and look at some of the basic things that we need to make sure that we have in place. Number one, depending on your product or service, depending on the type of industry that you are in, you may need to, before you go to the event, make sure that you have coverage. What kind of coverage, Michelle, are you talking about? I'm talking about, as a business owner, you need to make sure that you have some type of insurance coverage. That if anything were to happen with your product or service that is being sold to the customer, to the client, listen, that they are covered. You, as a business owner, are covered, and that the customer is also covered, that should anything happen to them, especially in the event that you have some type of product that they can eat or drink. You want to make sure that you have coverage. So before you just go willy-nilly deciding that you're going to show up at every single event, make sure that you are prepared with the proper coverage. So make sure that you have the right kind of insurance coverage before you just walk in and decide to become a vendor. There is power in the presence. So once you are protected, then you want to make sure that you have some type of signage. What kind of signage do you have? Do you have signage that stands out? Is it bright? Is it beautiful? Is it printed, or is it in cursive? Is it a lot of activity going on your banner, on your signage? What is going on with your signage? Do you have signage? When you go to a event and you are vending, your power in your presence is going to be number one in your signage. So let me back up even further. Your branding, the opportunity for you to have your logo presented beautifully on the sign and clearly able to read and notice, is a must have. When you are looking at the power of your presence, make sure that you have signage that has your company name on it, your logo, and even your slogan if possible. That's right. A slogan is nothing more than what we consider to be a mission statement. So, what is your mission statement? What is it that you started doing business for in the first place? You should already have your mission statement, and that should be a part of your signage. So, do you have signage? Because what are the chances that you go to an event as a vendor and you don't even have any representation? Maybe your business cards fell out of the car in the rain. Maybe a dog chewed them up. I don't know. But the point is that you got to make sure that you have this number one thing, and that is the proper representation of your business with signage. Number two, what are you bringing to the table to give away? What can the people buy once you get to the event? Do you have a book? Do you have some type of giveaway? Do you have something that you can offer the people with your business card in it, not just a digital card to give away when with a text message? We got to make sure that as a business owner, when we go into these events as a vendor, that we have the proper business cards. So your business cards can be digital, but you also need a physical, tangible thing that you are offering to the people so that they will remember. Put it in a bag, put it in a gift bag, make sure that everybody gets your card. People don't always remember how to get in contact with you. They may not even remember that you sent them a text message or you called them on the phone, but they will remember if they have something that they can hold where it's going to show that you are who you say you are. So is your picture on the business card? Is your company name clearly written on the business card? Is your phone number, your business number on the business card? What about your address of where you're located? Because sometimes we can look at a business card and see exactly where people are located, and that'll bring us back to our memory of where the person is and how we met them. So we want to make sure that we experience this power in our presence as a vendor at an event. We want to make sure that we have the signage, we have the business cards. And what else do you have that has your business information on it? Do you have pens? Do you have bracelets? Do you have a notebook? Or do you have something else that you can actually represent with your company's brand? Do you have anything that you can give away where the customer, the client, the person that you're meeting for the first time, that could be the next opportunity for you to walk into? Do you have something that you can give them that they will remember? Okay. At our Media and Wealth Summit, we had Miss Anna Brothers of Anna's Lifestyles. She gave away some beautiful paparazzi jewelry with a peppermint inside of the bag. And in addition to that, she gave away her business card in the same package. So, see, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the opportunity for you to have power in your presence. You can't just decide that you're going to go to an event, you're going to show up, and the only thing you got is a digital business card. You cannot go to an event and decide that you don't have any signage, and especially going to an event and you don't have something that you can give away to the audience. Do you have a book? Do you have something that is tangible that your customer will remember you by? And even if you don't have something tangible, you don't necessarily have to go out and spend any money for it, but you can literally decide that you are going to create something. If you got some ribbon, you got some string, you can make a little crafty bag. Like we also had Miss V Boss. She had a little butter inside of our gift bags, tied in a little cute bow in a little see-through bag with her business card as well. So, and also with a little poem in there, I believe. I'm trying to tell you, when you are in person offering your business services or your products, you have to make sure that you come correct. Don't just come any kind of way. Do you have a brochure? Do you have a pen? Do you have something tangible to give away to the customer? Do you have something to give away to the people who you want to collaborate with? Now, that's a whole different type of giveaway. So when you are collaborating with other people, what are the main key things that you want to make sure that you have? You want to have your business phone number. You want to have your business email. You want to make sure that your website is working. So, because the first thing that they're going to do is go to your website and check out your stuff. So, we want to make sure that when we're collaborating, when we go to these events and we are setting up a vendor table, we decide that we want to participate in person. We cannot drop the ball with our websites. We cannot drop the ball with making sure our phone numbers work. If we have a business number, we have to make sure that our emails work, y'all. And I don't mean a Gmail or Yahoo or AOL. I'm talking about a business email. We want to make sure that people can see that we are professionals. So why is that so important? Because if you're going to a certain type of event and you are in front of the right collaborator, the right person who wants to expand your company, maybe even a person who wants to give you money, a banker, a institution, financial institution that wants to provide you a grant, a loan, or business credit, then guess what? If you don't have a business email, then they ain't gonna want to do business with you in the first place. That is part of what we talked about at the Media and Wealth Summit this weekend. And I'm just trying to make sure that you are prepared so that you don't miss the opportunity of a lifetime for you to be able to elevate. See, there was a time when, yes, during COVID especially, everybody was afraid to come out. Everybody was thinking that it was going to be like, oh, I'm going to get sick or something's going to happen bad. Well, if you're thinking like that, then of course it's going to be like that. But what we have to have going into being in person as a vendor, we have to have the right attitude, y'all. We have to understand that going into the opportunity to vend our products or services, to be able to offer those products or services that we have to have the right attitude. We cannot go to every event just expecting that everybody's going to fall in our lap and everything's going to go exactly the way that we want it to go. We have to understand that we create the atmosphere of what it is that we want life to be like. Not just life, but especially the power of your presence at an event. If you are a vendor, you got to understand to get to that kingdom platform, to get to the global exposure that you have the opportunity to get to every time you go in person, because there's nothing like being in person like versus being in virtual. Just like we are here virtually right now, you can ask every single person that was at the Media and Wealth Summit how much better it was, how great it was to really just reach out and touch somebody, taking pictures, having those hugs, and just laughing and just having a good old time together, eating together, just fellowshipping together. I'm trying to tell you, there is nothing like that. There is so much power in that, but you got to have the right attitude. In order for us to have the right connections with the right people, just something simple as smiling, just something simple as saying, hey, how you doing today? I hope you're doing good. And just making a conversation around something other than how bad life is. I'm trying to tell you, we all got problems, every single one of us. But if we just would shift our mindset to have the right attitude about going in person to vend, then I promise y'all the opportunities will be endless. Why don't you try it? Look around in your community for the next event coming up. Go and get yourself a vendor table. Set yourself up with the proper signage. Make sure you have the right business cards and make sure you got something that you can give away. And then lastly, let's make sure that you shift the atmosphere, that you shift the room with a happy, joyous, just a full of energy type of attitude. That's right. Take control over the room. Take control over your space and what it is that you have to offer, and make people laugh and laugh with them and be able to bring a smile to somebody's face by giving a gift that you put in the hard work for. Don't just decide that you just gonna give away some scraps. Make sure that you're giving away something that people will would really want, even something that you yourself would want. I know when we were at the Media and Wealth Summit this weekend, we were giving away some cash, and honey, let me tell you, that's definitely something that I wanted. Okay, but I understood the purpose of the event, and that is that we had to give. And oh, what a blessing it was to give. It was so great to see the smiles on people's faces, the tears that came out of people's eyes, the appreciation for us helping them in their time of need, and not even knowing their circumstances beforehand. We didn't know who was going to win. We pulled raffle tickets so that we could allow people to win the prizes fairly. And the people who won were the people who had the right attitude, y'all. So I'm trying to explain to you, as a business owner, you can win in business. You can be a business owner that is going to be able to shift the room and elevate your company and be able to excel and really take over and dominate the industry of what you are selling, what you offer as a owner. You can actually dominate in your industry if you have the right attitude. I'm talking about talking to people like they are family and friends, being able to smile and laugh, being able to talk to them and not disrespect them because you might think that maybe they're not on your level. Well, go ahead and kick rocks on that, because that's not what it's about as a business owner. We should never, as business owners, look down on anybody because we don't know what's in their heart. We don't know what's in the heart of man. Only God knows that, because he's our creator. And by we not knowing what's in the heart of man or woman, then we need to understand that there's an opportunity. We could be talking to a millionaire. We could be talking to a millionaire, a billionaire, even a trillionaire. And we cannot judge those people by the way that they look externally. We cannot judge them by what kind of clothes they have on. We cannot judge them by whatever it is that they are talking like. If they don't speak a clear English language or other language, we cannot judge them based on what type of product or service they have, because we don't know their life journey and we don't know where they're going. We don't even know where they're at. Do people know where you are when you go to an event and you're at a vendor table, you're offering your products and services, and people walk by your table? Do you engage them with all of your life story? Do you share? Do they know anything about you before they walk up to your table or walk past your table? Listen, we got to understand that there is so much power in the presence. Go to the next event and don't not talk to people. Listen, make sure you open up your mouth and you start talking, and you make people laugh and smile, and you give them a hug, and you don't discriminate against anybody. Because I promise you, if you would just take heed to what I am saying, the power in the presence, the power of your presence will take over. The power of your presence will allow you to have a global, I'm talking about a global impact. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? I say kingdom global impact. You will have the opportunity to be able to go to a global kingdom platform. And a kingdom platform is a worldwide platform. A kingdom platform means you automatically come with dominion. You automatically come with being able to dominate your industry, your field, whatever product or service that you're offering. That makes you different automatically, because most people who come to a event and they're vending at their table, they're just quiet and silent. And they just expect that everybody's going to come up to them and buy all their products and services. Well, let me tell you, that's not how vending works, okay? The very word itself of the fact that you would be a vendor means that you are the one that has to make the offer. You are the one that has to explain what it is that you have. Are you there and able to pitch what it is that you offer? Do you have a word or a line down pat that no matter what questions somebody has, no matter what comments people have, that you can offset what they are saying, especially if it's a negative comment, especially if it's a negative question? Listen, don't have the wrong attitude. Get into the next opportunity and take your business to the top. We got to stop with this negativity, this hiding behind the cameras, this opportunity for us to never ever actually meet in person with anybody. We have to cut this out because that is not the highest way of having your power and authority to take dominion, to be able to expand your business, product, or service worldwide. That's not the answer for sitting behind the camera. I know the cameras are great. I know it's comfortability. I know I'm comfortable right now, but I'm trying to tell you that is not the ultimate thing. Hands down, there will never be a higher level for a business owner than to be in person, to touch and reach out and be able to hug, smile, laugh, and just have a great time with their client. And have a great time with their staff, and have a great time with their networking collaborators, the people that are side by side with you, that understand how business work, and that you can kind of sit and talk with them, have dinner or lunch with them. There is nothing like that, y'all. So don't miss out on the opportunity for you to have power in your presence, because see, power in your presence unlocks prosperity. That's right. The ability for you to be able to have that abundant life that we always talking about, that we go to that next level, that we grow and we expand and we increase. That is how we do it. The power of your presence unlocks prosperity. So don't hesitate the next opportunity that knocks on your door. The next time we have another Media and Wealth Summit, you better make sure that you're in the room, because I'm trying to tell you, every person that came to the Media and Wealth Summit over this weekend, especially the vendors, especially the students, especially the clients, every single person, the staff, all our participants, the DJ, all of it, everybody said that they had an amazing time and they can't wait to the next one. So I'm trying to tell you, you got to get into the room. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to get out of your house, okay? Stop sitting on that couch and thinking that, oh, woe is me, my business is going downhill. Get into the next live event. Show your face. Talk to people. Tell them about your story. Get in front of them. Give them a hug. I'm trying to talk about, do what you got to do so that you can have a platform that will expand throughout this entire world. Listen, that's all I have for today. Don't despise small things. When I say small things, don't despise being a vendor at an event. You never ever know what opportunities it's going to open up a door for you. Don't you know that even at this event, we had an opportunity for speaking engagements? Don't you know we had opportunities for collaborations, for increasing in disability, for people winning money, for people getting jobs, for people doing all kinds of things? So that's why I say you don't know what's the opportunity that's knocking on your door until you show up in person. I know virtual is good, but I'm trying to tell you that the power of presence in person is the best. All right, that's all I have for tonight. Listen, if you are interested in KBBU, make sure you go to our website. That's www.kbbullc.com. You see it right down below. Listen, if this is your first time, like I said at the beginning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We don't want you just coming on viewing us. We want you to know who we are and benefit from what we offer. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another Wednesday night at 9:30 for KBBU behind the scenes of all of our classes, behind the scenes of all of our events, behind the scenes of everything that we do as a business owner, giving you these tips and strategies that nobody else is offering out loud without a fee attached to it. Okay, these are free opportunities, and we want to make sure that you get the best. That's right. So go ahead to the website and get into one of our associates classes, bachelor's classes, and if you've already been a KBBU student, get into the next VIP class. That's right. We got classes coming up in November. And listen, did y'all know that at the event of the Media and Wealth Summit that I announced that I am now an author? Oh my God, I wrote a couple of books. That's right. So I have a book called The Living a Successful Life, and I have a journal that is the companion to the book called Living My Successful Life Journal. That's right. So you can go anywhere books are sold and you can pick up my book. That's KB Michelle Green as an author. Hey, somebody do a drum roll out there. Yes, yes, yes. So we are super excited that you are here, and just make sure that you hit that notification button, that you follow us everywhere at kb.michellegreen. Get into our classes, get into our books now. That's right. Get into that journal, because when I say it's not just a self-help book. It's not just an educational book. It's not just a spiritual book. It is a book that will change your entire life. Okay? Listen, I have 30 plus years of experience being an entrepreneur, being a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a daughter, a granddaughter, all of these different things, a niece. I'm talking about all of the positions that I have held in my life. I have poured into this book for you to succeed. And that's why this book is all about living life successfully. You will not be able to put it down except for the time that you need to go right in your Living My Successful Life journal. That's right. So make sure that you go to the website. It's on the website. You can go ahead and get it ordered right now today at kbbullc.com. And I look forward to seeing y'all. Listen, every single Wednesday from 9:30 until we are powered by the CTR Media Network. And we just want to say thank you again for all of our viewers, for all of our subscribers, for all of our followers, our friends, for every person that has ever done anything for Michelle Green. KP Michelle Green, hey, that's me. I want to thank you if you have been connected with me in any form, and for all that you have done to support our companies, to support our families, to support our life. Just want to say thank you for it all. We love you guys so, so very much. Tell a friend, share this message. Make sure that you get in where you can, and we will see you next week. All right, talk to you guys later.